in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. We've got Ball, and it's Sampson in at the 4. Here's Ball. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Man, he's got great speed, Ball does. This guy is really good at finding ways to slither through the defense.
Here's Wicks. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This is their first game against Detroit this season. Here's Moncrief. Outside Russell. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock.
Check out Sampson slamming it down. So it doesn't take much for him to reach up there. At 7'4", he can almost dunk flat-footed.
Takes a step back. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
Here's Sampson. Coming off a solid outing against Dallas. The shot by Howard, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And the basket is good.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021. Then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024. And that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Bryant, no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Pass to Sampson. They double him with Bryant. Left side, Russell. Duran with the rebound.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Here's Wicks. The fadeaway. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Pass to Russell. Ball outside. And here's Howard. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And that one falls for Howard.
You know, Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
And so Howard nails them both. Pistons trail by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hardaway. That one no good. So it's the Hornets now. Ball passes to Moncrief. Here's Sampson. Checked by Davis. Puts up the 8-footer. Shot is good. Sampson. Sampson's got 6.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
Pass to Bryant. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
First free throw is good.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Charlotte leading by 5. Moncrief, the pass to Russell. Howard with a screen on Bryant. Clock at 6. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Russell.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Bryant. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Tell you what, Bryant keeps relentless pressure on the defense by staying in attack mode, making them foul him.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that. Is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Both teams will make substitutions. And he's good on the second. And here's Charlotte now. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
4 on the clock. From the arc. Moncrief, no good. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Stoudemire. Fires from the wing. Hornets with the rebound. Eason with the ball. Here's Moncrief. Rebound by Stoudemire. For Detroit, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Pass to Brooks. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Bryant. Over James. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Now Edey, defended by Hardaway, to the middle. Here's Brooks. And finished off by Brooks.
That's what Brooks likes. Power hoop.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys, back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Moncrief, following the score by Detroit, and the dunk by Edey.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Pass to Aldridge. Detroit moving the ball around. The shot won't fall. Edey with a defensive effort.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And it's rejected. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Bryant. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Charlotte finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Avdia out there with Davis. Then it's Duran. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Hardaway in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Ball. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Pass to Sampson. Here's Portis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Well, Detroit's shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, VA. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the 3, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
And here's Charlotte now, following the score by Detroit. And there's a pick inside. Here's Sampson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Davis probing. Pass to Duran. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, look at Davis making the extra effort, doing what it takes to get the ball and get a shot of his own.
Here's Eason. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And the Hornets lead by 8.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Howard's checked in for Portis. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. The Pistons, number 1.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Wicks. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
The 3 from Ball. Sampson, great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 8.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Avdia. Yet to see a basket. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Wicks. Hardaway from outside. Eason pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Off the outside. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Here's Sampson. Down low. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Russell taking off and going way up top with that vertical of his.
Off the outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Wicks. He's got 6. Good. Wicks has got 8.
Able to get to the hoop with those nice handles, leading to an easy finish.
Ball against Hardaway. Ball passes to Howard. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Davis. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Wicks. And he gets the bucket. Wicks has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Moncrief. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Russell. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Charlotte again missing. Pistons trail by 6. Now here's Bryant. Here's Stoudemire. Edey defends. Here's Stoudemire. Soft touch off the glass.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
That's to Stoudemire. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Here's Moncrief, and there's a 3-second violation.
Second in fast break points, 7th in points off turnovers, and they earned a spot in the top 10 for team blocks. They used their big men well to keep the paint locked up and not allow easy buckets.
And they really love to push the ball, finishing in the top 5 in fast break points. They were a fun team to watch. Aldridge is checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes in for Matherin. Bobby Portis is checked in for Charlotte. Bryant, no good. Hornets leading by 6. Russell, the pass to Moncrief. Russell, a screen on Hardaway. It's James on the wing. Pass to Moncrief. For 3. The rebound by Baylor. The Pistons have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Here's Stoudemire, guarded by Russell. Blocked!
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Bryant. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Moncrief. Back to Russell. Rebound by Stoudemire. Here's Baylor, guarded by Russell. They set a pick for three. Hardaway, not going to go that time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
The Western Conference winner, Anthony Davis.
You always expect a lot from AD, but he has delivered at another level.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Charlotte Hornets. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And it's Detroit with the ball. 8-point game. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Dwight Howard, and it's Sampson in at the power forward position. Here's Bryant inside, pounded by Ball. Bryant, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. To the inside, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. And he's pretty good at it.
Now here's Bryant. And he banks in the layup. Bryant's got his third basket of the night.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. And then Monday, they head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now here's Bryant. Give him 8 points now. 6 on the shot clock from 20 feet. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Moncrief, the pass to Ball. Here's the three. Offensive board. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outside Davis. And here's Bryant outside. Drops in the 3. Bryant's got 11 points.
You know, you've got to guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting him fly.
Now here's Ball. Here's Sampson. Oh, there's a killer.
height advantage to hammer it home.
Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Bryant outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Sampson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
Avdia, he's checked in for the Pistons. And a change for the Hornets. Eason's checked in for Russell. Here's Moncrief. Pass to Sampson. And it's blocked by Davis.
I love the fact that Davis is such a good, active defender, takes care of business on both ends.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Thank you. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Brian?
Thanks a lot, Ali. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Hardaway. Davis finds Avdia. And here's Davis. Pass to Hardaway. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Hardaway's got his first points of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. That's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Howard. Give him 8. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Wicks. Back to Hardaway. Step back and fire. Howard grabs the miss.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muster through the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And some changes here for Detroit. Aldridge comes in for Davis. And it's Bryant in for Avdia. Charlotte also making some changes. Edey comes in for Sampson. And it's Brooks in for Ball.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Wicks for the bucket.
He's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Moncrief. Brooks outside. Launches it. Drills it from deep. Brooks has got 9.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
Well, Clark, every now and then you run into a player like Dillon Brooks, epitomizing that junkyard dog mentality.
Yeah, well said, B.A. When he's out there on the floor, you're going to feel and see Dillon Brooks. He's going to mix it up with anybody and everybody. There aren't many guys walking around looking to be as physical as Dillon does.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yes, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Charlotte shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And Detroit making a change here. Davis is checked in. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. Pistons trail by 16. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Bryant. Basket counts. He's got 13.
And Kobe can score from anywhere on the floor, especially dangerous from inside.
Ball passes to Portis. Shoots over Davis. Excellent D there from Davis.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Now here's Ball. 59 seconds left to play in the third. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Ball's got 5.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Wicks the pass to Duran. And Edey with a block. And here's the fast break. Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Edey. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Portis gets the bucket.
Hard not to love the energy Portis plays with. He's not letting inside contact stop him or derail him at all.
Here's Bryant. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's Brooks. Oh, no good on the last-second attempt there. And so it's Charlotte up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Charlotte leading by 15. We've got Davis. He's out there with Jalen Duran. And it's Wicks in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. Howard with a screen on Bryant. Ball passes to Sampson. Chalk up 2 there. And the Hornets lead by 17.
You know, it's clear Sampson is really feeling it right now, which is why his team should make sure he keeps getting the ball.
To the middle. Tipped. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Howard with a screen on Bryant. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Duran.
Howard's such a gigantic presence inside, so athletic, so strong. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
He hits the second from the line. Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Wicks. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Sampson. Sampson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Moncrief. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, even though he's about 6'4", Moncrief is comfortable looking to do work inside. He's not afraid of anybody in there.
It's Bryant with a drive. And he gets that one. Bryant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Sampson. And Davis with the block. Here's Wicks, guarded by Russell. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Wicks. Howard on the double team. Blocked! Bryant against Ball. Pass to Russell. Now here's Ball. Now Howard. Off target at the rim. Stolen by Ball. Here's Moncrief. Shots blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Back to Bryant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Bryant. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Moncrief, up and over Hardaway. A nice shot by Moncrief. And the Hornets lead by 16.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt, hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Outside Russell. Inside. Howard's shot's good. Howard's got 12 points in just the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
And here's Bryant outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They led by as many as 18. Here's Russell. And no good, trying to use the glass.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Bryant, the pass to Davis. Here's Wicks. Now Bryant. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Shot clock at 2.
It's really come apart for him here in the second half.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
They set the pick. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
A pass first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent and looking to get his teammates involved.
Pistons trail by 17. And here's Hardaway. Davis outside. Here's Wicks. And rejected. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hornets lead by 19.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make the play.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Wicks. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Wicks. And here's Duren. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Hardaway. Russell with the rebound. Hornets leading by 19. Howard inside. Working on Duren. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Howard, the screen. Ball passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. Here's Moncrief, following the score by Detroit. Howard, the pass to Sampson. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Hardaway from outside. Kicks it out to Bryant. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Moncrief. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now our player of the game.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Coming to you, and DB at this. Early part of the season, what's most important for the head coach?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Marcus Saul is out there with Kevin McHale. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robertson. And it's Drexler in at the two-guard spot. And that one's good, Anthony.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you can see why right there.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by New York, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night. Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Porter against Anthony. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Jacks up a three.
Locked down deep. When Jordan really gets after it, his athleticism can be overwhelming.
Pass to Cousins. Jordan looking around. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
One shot.
And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Here's Anthony. Ewing gets the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porter kicks to Cousins. Outside Jordan. Over Anthony. And it's Gasol with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Robertson passes to Carmelo. New York, no good that time either. Anthony's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Pass to Cousins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a luxury to have someone like DeMarcus Cousins roaming the interior and drawing defensive attention.
Robertson outside. Kicks it out to Drexler. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Anthony against Jordan. Bangs home the trifecta. Jordan's got 6.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Outside Anthony. Shot to stop the run. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Knicks trail by 3. Drexler outside. Gasol setting the pick for Drexler. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Anthony, and Ewing sends it back. Here's Kuzma, defended by McHale. Cousins against Robertson. And again, Washington no good. New York has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Gasol passes to Anthony. Kicks it out to McHale. A wide open look for Drexler. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Ewing slams it in.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. In third, the Knicks. In fourth, the Wizards.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
Now, here's Halliburton. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
McCollum with the ball. Now Ilgauskas, defended by Kaman. Wizards passing it around, and the shot goes in.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. Pass to Halliburton. And again, it's a New York 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Great shot by McCollum. He takes pride in knocking down those threes.
Williamson with a screen for Halliburton. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Hamilton. Down low. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by New York. 1:03 left. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Butler. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. He gets that one.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. Bosh against Williamson. Halliburton. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Shots good by Butler.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Pass to Dantley. And that one is good. And the Knicks lead by 2. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So with Gasol on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. We've got McHale. Robertson is out there with Drexler. Then there's Williamson. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Williamson is screen on Hamilton. To the paint. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those science dunks shake the floor.
KDB over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope their young, inspiring draft picks are building into a good young core. You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
Pass to Bosch. Here's Hamilton. Bosch hits the pick for Jordan. Rejected by McHale. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Jordan. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
No good from Gasol.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Kuzi passes to Hamilton. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
To the middle. Good D by Ewing.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Jordan punishing them inside.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Now here's Robertson. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, McHale. Lock at 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Ewing's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Jordan. And it comes off the front of the rim.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Porter, he's checked in for Richard Hamilton. And New York making a change here. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Gasol, a screen on Jordan. Kicks it out to Robertson. High post McHale. Outside, Drexler. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Porter, and it's sent back by McHale. Here's Dinkley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But After years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group. And Danley is an impressive scorer. He's a swing man who can take over games all by himself.
And the second free throw, good. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
The kick out to Porter. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game at the deep ball.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
That one, no good. Good D by Gasol. The Knicks with the lead. Inside. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Wizards making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Halliburton's checked in. Down low, Halliburton puts it in.
Well, that's a nice finish by Tyrese Halliburton. Again, he's so big and long, he can finish in the painted area.
Here's Jordan. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Halliburton outside. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to McHale. Here's Halliburton. He's got 10.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the inside. This all no good. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
This all setting the pick for Halliburton. Pass to Robertson. Over to the wing. New York moving it around. Halliburton, no good.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
1:16 left in the second quarter. Now Ewing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Halliburton passes to Robertson. Back to Halliburton. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Halliburton. Over Kuzma. Halliburton, no good.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Jordan's shot is off. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Knicks. Good looking screen by Gasol. Jordan against Robertson. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 3.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Pass to Porter. Shoots the 3. The shot comes out. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. New York ahead, up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Let's rev it up and get ready for your Box Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Wizards, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And guys, let's take a look at the Wizards in that first half. Neither side able to build a significant lead through two.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. And trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Ewing. Michael Porter's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Kuzi in at the 1. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Here's Michaela. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Patrick Ewing. The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The first free throw is good. And McHale drops them both. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Michael Jordan finishes beautifully that alley-oop.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Pass to Anthony. Over Porter. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Jordan outside. Jordan hits despite the contact.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line for the Knicks, Oscar Robertson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Robertson. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Wizards trail by 6. McCollum with the ball. And Drexler picking him up. Pass to Hamilton. Jordan outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Hamilton. Fires for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside Anthony. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
First one falls for.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Caron Butler's checked in for the Wizards. The Knicks also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for McCain. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Robertson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Brian Keith wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. We've got this moment here now. Let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. In third, the Knicks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Hamilton. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, New York. It's a 5-point game. Shot clock at 5. McCollum kicks to Cousins.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooting.
Here's Anthony. Rebounded by the Wizards. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's McCollum in the corner. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And again, Washington no good.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
In the corner, came in with it. From deep, Drexler cans it from downtown. Drexler's got the lead up to 8 now for New York.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Hamilton. And he gets the bucket. Hamilton's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Knicks leading by 6. Outside, Drexler. The 3 from Anthony. And again, New York with the triple.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo's certainly a threat from out there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Anthony on the wing, defended by Butler. The shot by Anthony, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Ilgauskas. Butler on the wing. Cuts off the pass. And Drexler has it in the corner. Over Butler. Here's Kaman. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Cousins. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's to Cousins. Drexler against Hamilton. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chipping for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Bosch is checked in for Zadrunas Ilgauskas.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
Here's Anthony. 15 points in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Over to the left wing. Cousins dishes to Hamilton. He takes it in. McCollum outside. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside Anthony. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And for a player of his size, Melo very adept at working off the pick and roll.
Pass to Hamilton. To the paint. Here's Cousins. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Dantley. And the layup falls. Dantley's got 5 now.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Kuzi. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. Over Halliburton. Here's Ewing. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
Here's Dantley. Guarded by Porter.
Blocking foul called on Michael Porter Jr. First personal foul.
Wizards making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
On the court.
.41 seconds left to play in the third. Robertson against Jordan. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Jordan. Pass to Kuzi. Jordan up top, covered by Robertson. From 11 feet away. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
First free throw is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now Halliburton. Here's Robertson. Jordan with some nice D. And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've got. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Kevin McHale out there with Gasol. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Drexler. And it's Robertson. And at the 2-guard. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Over Jordan. Rebounded by the Wizards.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Kuzi passes to Porter. Here's Kuzi. Bosch, a screen on Halliburton. Kicks it out to Jordan. Off target with his 3.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Ewing with the block. Pass to Kuzi. Outside Bosch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Kevin McHale.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Richard Hamilton has subbed in for Michael Porter. He doesn't get the second one. New York leading by 6. Anthony down low. Cousins is there. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kuzi passes to Hamilton. Jordan against Drexler. Close range, Michael Jordan.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Kuzi. Back to Cousins. Wizards need to get a shot off here. No good from Hamilton. For New York, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Anthony, the pass to McHale. Kicks it out to Robertson. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Bosch. Cousins with it, and it's McHale picking him up. No good from Hamilton. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Knicks. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. New York needs to get off a shot. McHale for 3. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Hamilton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And so cunning on the drive. Hamilton sees an opening and just slashes in there.
Outside Anthony. Back to Robertson. Drexler outside. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Here's Kuzi. Cousins against Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, not a tremendous leaper. So what do? You go to your up fake game and catch that defense off balance.
And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. the Wizards, Ilgauskas is checked in for Bosch, and McCollum subbed in for Hamilton. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Thank you, Allie. And he sinks the second.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
Outside Anthony. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Washington.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Cousins. Now McCollum. Drexler with the steal. Looking to get it going. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Gasol inside, covered by Ilgauskas. Basket counts.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
McCollum outside. Over Anthony. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 1 and the bucket from McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Anthony fires. Buries the deep ball.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So for the Wizards, Ewing comes in for Ilgauskas, and Porter subbed in for McCollum. Outside Jordan. Fires from 18. Count it!
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Anthony. He's off from 3. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Next foul, Carmelo Anthony. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Robertson right side. Jordan against Anthony.
You know, he's so tough to defend without fouling. Melo puts the defenders in tough spots.
First team foul. Shooting for New York, Carmelo Anthony. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Anthony.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
Porter outside. Knocks down the 3.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Anthony. Cleans it in off the window.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Puts it up from 15. Got it to go.
This is when you go to your big-time shot makers. Cousins, yes, sir.
Drexler scanning the floor. Robertson right side. Does not go in. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Slide the glide in full effect. You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Porter against Anthony. And it doesn't go. The big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And Carmelo is a gamer. When the game is close, this guy wants the ball and, more importantly, delivers in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keith. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Kuzi. Ewing surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And he misses the J. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Kevin McHale out there with Anthony. Then there's Drexler. Then there's Robertson. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The long shot, no good.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Drexler outside. Now here's Robertson. He's guarded closely, and he banks the layup in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jordan outside. Can't get it to go.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Good!
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Porter. And there's the 3.
just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Now Anthony takes it from 10. No good there. In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Kuzma. Ewing left side. A miss that time. That would have put him up. And it's Drexler with the ball for New York. Anthony against Cousins. 16 feet away. Porter pulls it down. Washington trailing. Jordan. That was unbelievable. Michael Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Robertson outside. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Marc Gasol undaunted in the big moment. Go ahead with the delivery.
Here's Kuzma. Cousins inside. He's against McNeil. And it misses. The Knicks have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Here's Anthony. Porter pulls it down. Here's Kuzma, covered by Robertson. The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. Anthony. Got it to go off the glass.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity. See the daylight, get that position, and mellow. One of the best to ever do it.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock. Boy, I'll tell you, there's an art to doing this. What's amazing is how often Jordan hits the clutch shot.
Now Anthony releases from 15, and down it goes.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Jordan fires. That does not go. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
That's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Jordan!
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for three, Michael Jordan.
He makes the first of 3, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here. And he nails the third. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Oscar Robertson. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
Phoenix, Arizona. Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Jalen Suggs out there with Danny Green. Then it's Williams. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Brown in at the 3. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Garnett. Phoenix with the ball. Here's Pierce. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Brown looking around. Pass to Williams. Here's Drummond. Now Brown. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with the head coach for Phoenix. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, and you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
And Williams drops them both. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Back to Brown. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Garnett. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line for Phoenix, Kevin Garnett. 1 shot.
From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big 3 of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
Johnson, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Williams on the wing. Back to Suggs. Denver moving it around. Williams finds Green. And again, it's Denver missing.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Garnett. Down low. Here's Parrish. And that one is hammered home.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Williams. coming in off a 14-point game last time out.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Pass to McGrady. They set the pick. Inside. Poke loose. And stolen by Williams. Green, the pass to Suggs. Green, a screen. Now here's Williams. That three's off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Garnett passes to Parrish. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Suns in second.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line. And that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
And Denver making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game, and David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Suggs. No points so far. Williams passes to Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Pierce. Here's Parrish. He's guarded by Claxton. McGrady, the pass to Garnett. Over Williams. Garnett, no good.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Green against Johnson. There's the block. Pass to McGrady. Rebounded by Denver. Now here's Suggs. To the left wing. Outside, Williams. Parrish with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Johnson passes to McGrady. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Nuggets trail by 3. Green finds Brown. High post Claxton. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, and we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Here's McGrady. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Left side, Williams. This is another.
Yeah, he has had a hard time fighting.
Pass to Garnett. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. McGrady, good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. .121 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Bird. Count that bucket.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
The Suns leading. Here's Granger. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Denver has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Dort outside. Pass to Bird. Back to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bird. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Bird's got 5.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Shoots. Ranger, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here Starks. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The shot that time not on target. It's all tied in Phoenix. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
On the court for the Nuggets, they've got Andre Drummond, and it's Brand in at the 4. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Bird, that's good.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Here's Granger. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Green's checked in for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. Garnett, no good.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Shoots from the baseline. And it's Bird missing. Suns trail by 3. To the middle. Granger passes to Price. Here's Garnett. It's good. Garnett's got his second basket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Fires the 3, and it starts missing. And it's Levine with the ball for Phoenix. Puts up a 3, and it's Bird with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Starks. Here's Drummond, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
To the paint. Here's Price. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Starks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Starks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Over to the wing. To the inside. And they're on the run. From deep. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Here's Garnett, coming off a 12-point game. Again, Phoenix, good for 2. Denver in the lead. Here's Starks, 5 points in the game. Here's Bird. The Suns clear it. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's McGrady. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie, thanks for the report. Suns trail by 4. Outside Johnson. Pass to Pierce. To the right side from about 16. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Outside, Green. Here's the pick. Outside, Brown. He shoots it. Phoenix grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's Pierce. Pass to McGrady. From downtown. It's hauled in by Brand. Denver has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Suggs with the bucket.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Suggs. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. Here's McGrady.
Minutes remaining in the first half.
Over Suggs. Second chance effort. Claxton with a rebound. The Nuggets lead by 3. Back to Brown. Pass to Dort. Denver moving it around. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Johnson.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Here's Lanier. Williams defending. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lanier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Williams on the wing. Shoots from the line. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Parrish has got 4 rebounds now. Suggs against Johnson. Pass to Lanier. Brown with the steal. And here is Williams. The 3 from Suggs. The shot no good. Here's McGrady. Dort with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Williams. Misses and the dry spell continues.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Suggs finds Brown. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dort outside. Pass to Brown. Now here's Williams. Misses the 3. Here's McGrady. He's got 6. Johnson passes to Lanier. Shoots over Brown. And Lanier gets it to go. Lanier's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, folks, for the Phoenix Suns tonight. They're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You know, for Phoenix, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with you.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try. They've got Johnson, and it's Parrish in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
All right, time for an injury report.
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Phoenix. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from this injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it. So that's definitely something to keep track of while he's out there.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail. Second half getting started. About a minute played. It's 2-on-1. Here's McGrady. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Now here's Williams. No good on the three.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Driving in. Here's Garnett. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Number 1, Denver.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Nuggets trail by 6. Outside, Green. Lets the three fly. And again, it's Denver missing. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Price. He buries it from 3. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Drummond passes to Bird. And again, Denver no good.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Pass to McGrady. Here's Garnett. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Price, the pass to Garnett. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
So both teams making some changes here. Green up top. No points yet. Drummond with the screen. Down low. A shot to stop the run. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Green. Inside. Here's Bird. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Price, the pass to Garnett. And he jams it home with authority.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. To the paint. Off with the layup. Phoenix leading by 9. Here's Granger. Outside Levine. The 3. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Starks. It's rebounded by Pierce. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality. And that's something that we can learn from Europe. Guys, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Drummond. Here's Bird. He's got 12. The shot by Drummond, no good.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Pass to Garnett. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Drummond. Releases from 15. And it's Bird missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pierce, the pass to Price.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Levine. And it's blocked. Here's Bird. Pass to Drummond. Here's Brand. Here's Starks. Buries it from 3. Starks has got 8.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can bounce.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Here's Brand. Pass to Starks. The deep 3. Drummond. And they get it back. Here's Brand. Still no points. Clock at 6. And it Starks missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Price. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Bird, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Here's Garnett. Drummond defending. Here's Levine for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Bird. It's hauled in by Garnett. The Suns lead by 8. Here's Pierce. There's a screen. From behind the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Jaylen Brown, Nicholas Claxton out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Suggs, and it's Dort in at the 2 guard. Now here's Brown. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up to the Suns. They've led by as many as 11. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic.
And you know, for that matchup with Charlotte, that's number 9 on the season for them. They should start feeling in the full swing of things by then.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Nuggets trail by 9. Outside, Williams. Back to Brown. Brown draws the double. Here's Suggs. Banked it in off the glass.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Hawkins. There's the screen. To the middle. Here's Lanier. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
And here is Williams. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Brown, that's good.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Here's McGrady. Puts it up from the high post. Rebounded by Denver. Brown's got 4 rebounds now.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Williams.
Guard Suggs. Excellent work setting up his teammate.
Pass to Hawkins. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Hawkins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch. Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's Parrish. Here's McGrady. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Parrish.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Dort outside. Back to Brown. Outside, Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hawkins, the pass to McGrady. And there's the screen from deep three-point range. And the Suns get another three.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Williams finds Brown. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, nice job that time by Williams, finding a way to get to the rim and finishing with a dunk.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Johnson on the wing. Claxton with a rebound.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
And here's Brown for three. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth team.
A different look for Denver. Drummond comes in for Claxton, and Green is subbed in for Dort. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Nuggets trail by 6. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Brown. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Harris has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Garnett. Here's Parrish. Defended by Brown.
Denver foul. Jaylen Brown. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And the Suns making a change here. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Suggs. Here's Green. Now Suggs. Footer is good.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Here's Garnett. That's him!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Here's Brown. Here's Suggs. Here's the pass to Brown. Outside Williams. There's the steal. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Price, defended by Brown. Puts up the tray. No good.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
Now pass to Williams. Fires the three. Not that time. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Garnett, defended by Brown. The 17-footer. Oh, Green rips down the board. And it's Green with the ball for Denver. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Williams looking around. Deflected. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So Phoenix wins it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And it's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time to present our player of the game.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Here with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Larry Nance out there with Jackson. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. Yep, that one goes in there. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Now, Jokic, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Ginobili the pass to Jokic. Over Whiteside, and that one's good. Jokic.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Parker can't just dominate inside. He has to rely on gracefulness and agility.
Thompson outside from past the arc. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Jokic slings it in.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Irving with the bounce pass. Outside Jackson, pass to Thompson, releases, finds himself wide open and drills it. Thompson's got 5.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Thompson for the triple. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And Portland has possession. Parker, just 5 on the clock. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here is Irving. Nothing on the board over Parker. That one's in, his first shot this game.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Parker passes to Jokic. Feeds away, and they pick up 2. Jokic has got 8 points.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Al Horford is checked in for the Trailblazers. Bill Laimbeer is checked in for New Orleans. Here's Irving. Last time out, he had 13 points. Back to Jackson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
Lambier with the steal. Stojakovic against Nance. Outside Irving. Irving sets a screen for Thompson. Fires from way outside. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And that one, good. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Again, the Pelicans score.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
Here's Parker. And the rejection by Jackson. And Nance kicks to Irving. Over Parker. And he can't bank that one in. Trailblazers leading by 5. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. And they're running. And here's Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Robinson. Kukoc comes in for Peja Stojakovic. Curry's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tony Parker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. O'Neal's checked in for Jackson. Paul George comes in for Larry Nance. Michael Red's checked in for Thompson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Irving. Now O'Neal. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
From the wing, his second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Kukoc. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for him after that one.
Now here's Rondo, still without a basket. And here's George for 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Outside, Kukoc. Up top, Curry. Down low. Red with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Rondo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
At the line for 1.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
3-pointer, Lowry. Push up that time, not on target. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. New Orleans on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a huge surge. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
We've got Kukoc laying out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. And it's Lowry in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Takes it off the glass. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love the fearless attitude of Lowry. Nice job getting inside and executing.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown high, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Nance outside. Thompson inside the line. And it's good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 13 points.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robinson's checked in for Marion. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Tony Kukoc. Ginobili, he's checked in for Curry. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Whiteside's checked in for the Pelicans. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Jokic inside. Whiteside's there. Fades back. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 10.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
Irving with the bounce pass. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the triple. To the middle. Here's Ginobili. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now just a 3-point New Orleans lead. The Pelicans coming to this one after the win against the Rockets. Irving passes to Jackson. Now Thompson. Pass to Whiteside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Irving passes to Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. Now, here's Jokic. Last time, 14 points for him. Portland moving the ball around. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Ginobili attacking, and it's Mono Ginobili with the finish.
Merciless drive by Ginobili. If there's a weakness in your defense, he'll find it.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Tony Parker.
And the play becomes so much easier with Parker pulling off moves right there. A true master at handling the rock.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Horford's checked in. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Van Beer's checked in for Whiteside. O'Neal comes in for Jackson. Michael Redd's checked in for Nance. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Rondo. Now Redd. Six to shoot. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Stojakovic.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Parker. It's good. This game is all even. Parker's got 12 in the game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Rondo. Van Beer kicks to Redd. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Ginobili. Outside Robinson. Now Parker. Over Rondo. Parker's shot is off.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Rondo passes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Marion, he's checked in for Robinson. Kukoc comes in for Stojakovic. Curry's checked in for Ginobili. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tony Parker. And New Orleans also making a change. George is checked in for Bill Laimbeer. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland no good that time either. The Pelicans coming to this one after the win against the Rockets in Houston. Thompson from way outside.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Outside, Kukoc. Back to Lowry. Up and in on the layup. Lowry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
It's George on the wing. And the foul called on Sean Marion. That's his first foul. Nancy's checked in for Thompson.
First team foul. New Orleans substitution. Number 10, Larry Nance.
And here's Rondo. O'Neal a screen on Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Marion with the steal. Curry looking around. Rondo against Lowry. Horford with the screen on Rondo. Lowry, good.
That pick takes the heat totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
You know, for the Pelicans, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs.
Let's get back to our game featuring Portland. That first half was pretty even.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Whiteside. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Nance in at the 3 spot. And you look at this Pelicans team, Coach, kind of a wild card in the Western Conference.
Well, Kevin, they have the talent of a top 4 seed, but some serious bumps in the road. I think if their luck improves, the Pelicans could turn things around quickly.
Parker dishes to Stojakovic. Ginobili outside. Outside Robinson. Out left to the wing. Here's Parker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Irving. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Irving's got 6.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Outside Stojakovic. Portland again missing.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Jackson looking it over. Fires from deep. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Jackson. And it's a 5-point Pelican lead. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their 3-point shooting this past month. Second, the Pelicans.
And right now, their 3-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Parker passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Just excellent use of the pick and roll by Parker, a Tasmanian devil whose speed and decision-making causes so many problems for the defense.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his 3-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Nance outside. Pass to Irving. From deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Stojakovic. And they'll get another chance. Robinson misses. New Orleans leading by 6. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Nance has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Parker sets the screen for Ginobili. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic, a giant man with point guard skills.
Al Horford's checked in for the Trailblazers. Marion comes in for Stojakovic. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Jackson from long range. Trailblazers trail by 6. Marion kicks to Parker. Ginobili outside. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Parker. Lets it go with the 3. Portland again missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Thompson from long range. Good work defensively by Marion. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ginobili kicks to Parker. The 9-foot shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. New Orleans leading by 6. On the wing, Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got 28 points for the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Irving. He's got 6 to the inside. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 11-point New Orleans lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Horford with a screen on Irving. Down low. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, look, if you're facing Horford in that 2-man action, you have to track him off the pick.
Irving with the ball. 8 points for him. Jackson misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Ginobili. Pass to Horford. And it's Parker in the corner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Parker's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Now here's Thompson all alone. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And staying offensively, clearly where the Blazers have the most room for growth.
Well, Kevin, better shooting and playmaking first and foremost. But in particular, improving their rates of assists and turnovers will be key.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Curry's checked in for Ginobili. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Parker. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. George is checked in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Marion outside. Back to Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans. On the wing, Irving. Now recovering. Nance outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Nance has got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Curry's shot is good.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Outside Irving fires away from way outside. And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lowry out there with Curry. Then there's Stojakovic, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Robinson in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nance has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Irving. Nance outside. New Orleans moving it around. Thompson against Stojakovic. Thompson passes to George. Drills it from outside. George has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans. Pass to Stojakovic. Robinson a screen on George. 3-pointer. Stojakovic. Aaron Nance comes up with the rebound. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
Back to Jokic. Outside for Lowry. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he's been doing it for such a long time. The defense has to play Lowry tougher from 3.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Trailblazers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Whiteside's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Irving passes to George. It just before the shot clock expires. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Ginobili the pass to Jokic. Inside, sends it back. Thompson finds Irving. Now here's Jackson. Jokic defending. Jackson passes to Thompson. Let's go. Portland grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Lowry. Outside Robinson. And it's Jokic in the corner. And the
positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Outside Jackson. Thompson for the triple. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10. Inside, Robinson, and the lead is down inside single digits. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
And again, New Orleans has no up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Jokic sets the screen for Ginobili. No good on the 3. Pelicans leading by 8. Now Irving. Outside Jackson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Jokic against Whiteside. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. And Whiteside sends it back. George with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. Irving finds George. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. George has got 8 points here in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as many as 14 points. Down it goes for 3.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. It's a chance for them